Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is Many a True Nerd, and this is something a little bit different that I felt like I needed to address because, as many of you will be aware, recently in the news there has been a lot about the interaction between YouTube and monetization and publishers buying coverage for their games on YouTube channels and things like that. Apparently, over 30% of channels that have 5,000 subscribers or over have been offered money straight up by developers or publishers to feature the games on their channel. And I just wanted to be absolutely clear that Many a True Nerd has never been approached by any publisher or developer and has never been offered any money to cover everything. It does seem that in the eyes of at least some people, if we have been looked at all, it does seem that Many a True Nerd is viewed as relatively honest and a channel with integrity. And in response to that, I would say, good news, publishers and developers, the Many a True Nerd summer sale is now on. Everything must go, including my dignity and self-respect, and they're cheaper than you think. That's right, we're selling out. Hey, developers, have you released a game that's buggy, broken, and barely even playable? Don't worry, for just one pile of money, I am willing to lie to the community that all of it is simply a feature, or can be overlooked, or that the game is somehow immersive anyway. Here's a sample of me lying convincingly about a buggy game. The thing that Thief is absolutely excelling at the moment is atmosphere, the lingering, creepy atmosphere. So in this room, where obviously there's the single light source, I typically expect the shadow to be cast behind me by the light source. But as you can see, if I move close to the light source, the shadow is actually cast forwards into it. It creeps me out, and obviously that was intended by the developers because it's supposed to be a really creepy level. So yeah, it's pretty creepy and it's pretty intense. You know, I've actually got a table that does this at home. It's remarkable that they've actually put this in. It's a wonderful thing. It's an old British invention, so if you've never seen it, this is actually exactly what it looks like. It's a table where if you knock into it, there's a cloud of dust, but if you take a few steps away, the dust disappears. It's an old Georgian thing. I wouldn't worry about it if you've never seen one, but this is the first time I've ever seen one in a game. It's a remarkable recreation, actually. The developers deserve a huge amount of credit for the amount of historical research they've done to create something that realistic. I'm genuinely impressed. Thief, ladies and gentlemen, 10 out of 10. Possibly my game of the year, a really strong candidate for my 2014 game of the year. Absolutely amazing game, 10 out of 10. Or perhaps you've released a game that created horrendous controversy and backlash. Don't worry, for just 2 piles of money, we can make excuses for you on that count too. You know what I'm really tired of hearing about this game? That it's racist somehow? It's not racist. It's not racist at all. Just because it's set in Africa, some people just want to be offended. Actually, this game has a very nuanced, subtle and sympathetic viewpoint of the black people that it portrays. Oh, watch out, there's one with a spear! I mean, the reason they've got shields, they're just basically the riot police. They're basically the riot police, aren't they? They're just the riot police of this village, and that's fine. That's legit. Anyway, it can't be racist because I'm here with Sheva, and as you can see, she's not white. Like, a bit, I think. I think she's not white. I think she's supposed to be not white. I mean, she's got a tattoo, and she's called Sheva, so that's not white. So yeah, obviously, you know, as one of my best friends is black, it can't be. It's not racist. Oh shit, a white blonde woman's in trouble. Wait, that's not racist. I mean, that's not racist that she gets her own cutscene because she's more important to say. And it's not racist that she's now the main objective. Rescuing her has become the main objective when we weren't thinking about rescuing her before. That's not racist. I mean, it might be sexist, but the game's not sexist either. The game's definitely not sexist. Sheva is a female sort of protagonist. You know, she's a well-rounded individual who's definitely been 52 kilograms. Okay, 52 kilograms on a woman who's 5'5". I mean, that's not much below a healthy BMI. That's not much below it. I mean, this is just practical. This is her exercising her freedom to wear whatever she wants. This is pretty much why Emily Davidson fell in front of King George's horse. This is pretty much it right here. This isn't sexist. And the fact that her special weapon's a bow, that's not racist. That's just practical because arrows are infinite, because that's how bows actually work. I'm sure whatever is behind that third silhouette, it is in extremely good taste. Resident Evil 5, ladies and gentlemen, 12 out of 10. Or, most troubling of all, perhaps you've released a new game in a franchise which is vastly inferior to the game that came before it and everyone's calling you out on it. Don't worry, for just £5 of money, that's right, just £5 of money, I will be willing to favourably compare it to its vastly superior predecessors. You know what really bothered me about Hitman Blood Money? That you went jet-setting around the world into all these kind of colourful different locations, like the Heaven and Hell Party, and Mardi Gras, and the French Opera, and rural American suburbia, and all of that stuff. It was just so unrealistic. I really like the fact that Absolution kind of, it really brought things back down to earth and made things a bit more realistic. So, I'm really glad that there's these levels in the dingy hotel, or the grimy, crowded train station, or the brown tunnels, the derelict building, the brown and grey mill, the other slightly less dingy hotel, the decontamination lab. Oh, they were just all exciting, sexy, interesting areas, weren't they? I mean, Blood Money had nothing on this. Absolutely nothing. And you know what else? Hitman Absolution made things so much easier. Like, got a sniper rifle here? Yep, just popped it in my pockets. Way in my pockets. Never used to happen. Used to have to go through the process of unpacking a sniper rifle and putting it in a case. Yeah, don't have to do that anymore, thank God. Much easier. And it's definitely not exploitative or sexist. Not in the slightest, just titillating. No, it's incredibly mature. It would never do something as immature as using imagined nudity. No, nothing like that. I mean, it definitely would never grossly misrepresent a fetish subcommunity purely for the sake of puerile titillation. It's nothing like that. It's really plot critical and sensitively handled. Hitman Absolution, ladies and gentlemen, 27 out of 10. So there we are, publishers and developers. Remember, many a true nerd, I'm cheaper than you think. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If you're currently developing a sequel to Homefront, please contact manyatruenerd@gmail.com for pricing information.